Well, let's talk about these last couple of games here. Been putting up points like crazy. Northwest and Ottaway game is kind of understandable, just kind of the way that they play. But what was going right for you there against Albany?
Albany, we came out strong. We came out with a good kick return, and they just kept kicking it, and we just kept running the ball and giving us what they could give us. So,
is this something you guys expected, and you guys could put up some points like this?
Well, Albany handled us pretty good last year, so we were definitely wanting to come back and show them that we were ready to play. So, I mean, whatever, we were expecting a really good team, and they're really disciplined, and yeah.
Tell me what's kind of been working offensively specifically. I know both pass and run has been working, but what are some of the staples of the offense?
Well, we got a lot more skill guys and like more open field guys this year instead of some pound runners. So we're just trying to get the ball in the open field, trying to get everybody running, and trying to get everybody out in the open field. So,
following that loss to Worth County in week 1, you come back and you do these, get these last couple of victories over some pretty good teams. I guess, what was going through your minds after week 1? I mean, sometimes the first game of the season can kind of set the tone for the full year, but that obviously didn't happen here.
Yeah, this is our 4th year into 8-man, and I've won every season opener that I've been on, so it was definitely a bad feeling, and I didn't like it, and I don't think anybody else really did. So we all came ready to practice Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and we were just ready to get better. We were tired of losing.
Is there anything that you guys did specifically that changed, or was it just a matter of, I don't know, maybe Worth County is really, really, really good?
Worth County, they've always been a good team. The past couple of years they've been really good. I mean, got a good coach and got a good backfield. They were young, but now they're just older, and their line's really good. They're really disciplined. And, I mean, they were just ready. I hate to say it, but we weren't ready then as they were, so.
Last couple of years, you lost 2 pretty good senior classes. Now you're a senior. How are you approaching this season differently?
Well, I mean, I'm just trying to lead the team the best I can. I mean, it's definitely weird being a senior. It comes up on you quick, but I mean, just leading them, just trying to get them all a good example to go by for the next couple of years.
Stanberry's up next, and this obviously everybody knows Stanberry's done here in the recent past. Tell me about them, what you guys know about them at this point. I mean, it's probably pretty much the same stuff that they have been doing, but they're good again.
Yeah, they're all big. They've been big ever since I've been an 8-man, so we're just looking to hopefully can stop their run, maybe drop back if they ever do some play action, and do the best we can.
With the last 2 weeks, you guys scoring like 88 and 76 points. It's probably not going to happen in this game. I mean, it could, I guess, but you guys, I mean, thinking about, scoring that many points, it probably hasn't entered your head, so you got to kind of be patient there.
Yeah, I mean, Northwest and Ottaway, they run man, so we're hoping we can throw the ball a little bit more against them and get our guys out there running around. Tyler Jones is a really good receiver. He's been beating some guys deep, so we're hoping that we can get our receivers out there and go one-on-one with them.
Is the pass something a little new here for Rockport? I mean, it seems like he has more of a run team the last several years.
Oh, yeah, it was weird. They came in, our first meeting of the year, they said, well, we're going to be passing the ball more than any Rockport team ever has. So it was weird from the start, but we've all adjusted to it pretty well, and we're getting there.
Well, Brady, thanks a lot. Good luck to you guys on Friday.
Thank you, sir.
Last 2 wins, you guys put up a lot of points. Obviously, when you score that many, you're usually going to win. Where's this offensive explosion come from?
We're working really well as a team this year. For the most part, I think that's where it comes from. Our offensive line is really blocking well together, and our backs are running harder than they ever have.
Was this something you guys expected coming into the year? Do you think you could put up a lot of points and yardage like you have?
We've never expected this before. We never have been a high-scoring offense. We've always been a pound the ball 4 or 5 yards at a time offense. We've never have expected this, but it happened, so we're happy with it.
Tell me about the passing game this year. You've got some opportunities at tight end, so that's not something that's been usual here in the past either. Where did the passing game come from? I guess is it just a matter of personnel and then fitting the personnel, or what happened there?
Well, our quarterback, a young quarterback, Jace Hughes, has really stepped up, and we're all really proud of him for what he's done. And then Tyler Jones, he's come in and he catches almost every single ball you throw up to him. And those two, they encourage us to do better and go up, catch the ball, and then run with the ball after we catch it. So as a team, we just encourage each other. Once one person catches a pass, we all want to go out and get one.
Playing defensive end, on the defensive side of things, 1 week you've got that spread offense, Northwest Nottoway. The next week it's triple option, and then Stanberry, they like the power of the ball. I mean, there's a lot of different offenses you're facing these last 3 weeks. What's that been like for the defense?
Well, we go week to week. We started with Northwest Nottoway, and after that game was over, I just forget about that. It has nothing to do with Albany. Albany is the complete opposite from Northwest Nottoway, and Stanberry's a lot like Albany, but once one game's over, I'm focused on the next week. As long as we're 1-0 every single week, I'm happy.
That kind of brings me into the next question. The Worth County loss, you just forgot about it, huh? But as I was talking to Brady, that's the first time you guys have lost the opener in your guys' career. How are you able to bounce back so well?
Well, like I said, we're working better as a team this year, and after we got it handed to us over at Worth County, we decided that we'd had enough of that as a team, and that we were just going to keep pressing forward. We're going to practice hard, and we're going to remember that loss a little bit in our head, what it felt like. But for the most part, we forgot about it and just kept pushing forward.
So the mindset changed. Anything specifically in terms of on the field that changed versus that game?
On the field, we decided to become more disciplined as a team. We all just figured out we had to be more disciplined. We had to be tougher. We got tougher and tougher and worked better as a team.
Stanberry, obviously one of the most successful 8-man teams in Missouri over the last several years. What do you take this matchup as? I mean, a big opportunity for you, or how are you focusing on this game?
Well, it's a big opportunity. Obviously, they're a really good team. We haven't beat them yet since we've been playing 8-man football. We have a chance here, my senior year, on our home field to beat them for the first time. And we're going to go into it just like it's any other game. We know we can beat them. Any team can be beat on any given day. So we're going to practice hard, and we're going to expect to beat them on Friday.
Great job, Alex. Appreciate it. Good luck to you on Friday.
Thank you.
You lost the first game to Worth County, and these last 2 weeks have obviously been a reversal, of course. I guess what changed, or maybe just Worth County is that dang good?
Worth County is a good football team. There's no doubt about that. But, our kids didn't like getting punched in the mouth like that, and we preach that, and they take pride in that. We've had a lot of guys here that have played a lot of football, and so they take some pride in getting beat, not getting beat by 46 points. So we've had 2 great weeks of practice, and it showed on Friday night. We beat 2 good football teams.
You got to tell me about the offense here with 88 points and 76 points, and really a lot of balance, which is maybe not what Rockport has been known for recently.
Yeah, I'm really, it's kind of nice. I told the coaches the other day we probably have thrown the ball more this year than we have in the previous 3 years combined. So it's nice to have a quarterback that can throw, and he's getting more and more comfortable back there in the pocket. He's got Tyler Jones, a receiver that he feels very confident in throwing the ball to, and our line's doing a good job giving him time, which opens up our run game. And we got Brady Minner, Colby Linthicum, and Caden Linthicum that are able to run the football. So it really helps to be balanced, and we'll hopefully continue that through the season.
Stick with the Jace Hughes and Tyler Jones connection. Coming into the year, that's something maybe you expected you could have a major positive from?
Absolutely. I've watched Jace throw the ball for a couple of years now. I watched him in junior high, and we've taken him some quarterback camps throughout the summer. So I knew he could throw it, and Tyler Jones kind of emerged this year as a really good receiver. He's got great hands. He concentrates on the football. Super excited, and he's only a junior, and Jace is only a sophomore, so we'll have that combination for another year. But yeah, Jace feels confident, and as their timing gets better, it's going to hopefully get better throughout the year.
Looking at the defensive side now, it's been so different each week, and Stanberry presents a little bit of a difference than even last week too. So, what's game planning for that been like?
It's tough. We play a Northwest Nottoway team that throws the ball 91 times on us. Then we go over to Albany, and they run the ball, run the triple option, and they do it well. So it's 2 different games. Stanberry, we know what they're going to try to do. They're going to try to run the ball, and they got a good offensive line. They got a good, they're just good. So we got to be tough. We got to be disciplined in our defensive schemes and tackle. We've done a better job of that the last couple of weeks, and so hopefully we can be tough enough to stay with them there and hopefully come out with a win.
Before we get even more specific on Stanberry here, talk about your senior class. I think Alex had said there's 4 that play a lot, and there's maybe a few others. In the last 2 years, you lost some good senior classes. What's different about this team with this senior class?
This senior class is just very self-motivated. They want to win, they want to do well, and that's been the way really the last couple senior classes. They've wanted to succeed, and they've seen that. We've won a lot of football games, so I think that's really good. You don't have to get on them. They know when they mess up, and they don't like it. So, but yeah, and they're great leaders. Alex and Brady, you come out to practice, they're great leaders. Nick does a great job on offense and defensive side of the ball, and Colby Linthicum, he's been banged up early in his career, but he's coming on and he's a strong runner, downhill runner. So yeah, they're great seniors, great leaders, and the kids seem to respond when they get after them, which really helps us as coaches.
And I think this is the first class that has had 8-man. Played 8-man all through high school, right? Yep. So, has that helped at all, or is that just something to be said?
Oh, I think it probably helps a little bit. They're used to the speed of the game, and but they're just tough kids, and they got a lot of pride. Most of those guys have older brothers that maybe have been through, or younger brothers that are coming through. So they want to play hard, and they got a lot of pride in Rockport, and that's big when we're trying to get them ready each week.
Is Stanberry? Is it just kind of like Harlan, where new faces, but everything's the same?
Yeah, it is. They just keep cycling through. You see the same names on the roster. They're just brothers or cousins or whatever. They just keep cycling through. So, there's Coach Hilton's a great coach. He makes sure those guys are ready to play every week. They had a tough game last week for Southwest Livingston, and so they'll be hungry to come over here and beat us. And I'll tell the guys here in just a little bit that we haven't beat Stanberry since we've been to 8-man. So we got them coming over here this week. So we're going to hopefully get excited, have a great week of practice, and come out with a victory.
Yeah, Southwest Livingston gave them one of their closest games in a while for regular season. Anyway, what did they do that you've seen that kind of gave Stanberry trouble?
They run the ball well. They got a decent offensive line. They neutralized the line, which is important because Stanberry usually wins the line of scrimmage. And they got a good running back in that Crow kid. He's a good player. And Coach Anderson, I'm sure, watched hours and hours of tape to try to get an advantage, and their defense was swarm tackling. They had all 8 hats on the football, it seemed like, just in the early film we've watched. So we're going to try to do the same thing, get our kids stirred up, and it'll be a good battle Friday night.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, is there things on that film that you saw Southwest Livingston has success with that you can duplicate?
Yeah, as far as their defense, they ran a 4-front, and everybody was real tight. Stanberry wants to run the ball. They're not wanting to throw the ball too much. So we're going to hopefully maybe disrupt some of that dive and the counter stuff they run, and maybe hopefully we can get our defensive linemen in the backfield. So,
without giving too much away, you feel like this is another team, maybe not 76 points, but you can score some points on?
They're good defensively. It's going to be tough. We're going to have to throw the football to win the game, which we know that. And I just want our kids to play hard. There may be some plays they completely blow up, and then there may be plays where we get some positive yards and big plays. So we just got to stay the ship. We're going to keep doing what we do and correct the mistakes we had last week and keep going.
I think it's kind of, I'll let you comment on but kind of the perfect storm for you in that you score 88 against Northwest Nottoway, then you get a top 5 Albany team, you score 76, then you get Stanberry, one of the most successful 8-man teams. So there's no complacency allowed.
No, absolutely not. Our schedule is very, very tough, and we scored 88 versus Northwest Nottoway, but I always look, we gave up 72. So there's some things we need to get corrected there. But our defense played great in Albany last week, only giving up 26 to a really good offense, really good quarterback. So there's some things we can build on. There's some things we need to improve at as we go forward through the season. But our first 4 games are just really, really tough. So the kids have done a great job. We're healthy, which is key, and we'll just try to keep going.
Definitely some eyebrows raised when we saw that score last week. Were you surprised with how it went down?
I am a little surprised. I knew our kids were ready to play. We had a great week of practice. I knew Albany was a good team. That triple option is hard to stop. Our defensive ends, Alex and Colby and Ryan Dewhurst, did a great job playing disciplined football and hitting the quarterback. And then our linebacker, Phil, was so good last week. And Trenton Oswald up the middle controlled the line of scrimmage for us. So and we made tackles in the open field when we needed to. So, yeah, I'm really happy. Our offense, Jace hit a few big plays early. That got him comfortable and in a groove. And that was big. Our special teams have been good all year. We returned a kick. We almost returned 2. We had it called back. But I was a little surprised at the score, but I thought we could win the game, and hopefully we can build on that.
kind of jumping all over the place, but I'll just give you, keys to this week. What's going to need to happen?
We're going to have to control the line of scrimmage, or at least neutralize it. They got some big, strong guys up front, and Jason's going to have to get comfortable throwing the ball. We're going to have to give him time so he doesn't get rattled. And our defense is just going to have to swarm to the football. We just have to gang tackle the football, know where the ball's at, make sure we're sound in our coverages when they do try to throw the ball if we get them in a third and long situation, and just play hard. That's all we ask our kids, that they give 100% effort and do the right thing and do what we tell them to do all week, and we'll see what happens.
Coach, thanks a lot. Good luck to you.
Thank you.